Here we have the guard evaluation report, and I'm showing it for Awesome Guarding, which is our demo site or demo customer. You will see this is just one frame or one shift of the report, and I'll show you how to set it up in a moment. But it shows us our users or guards that have been patrolling, and how many times in this case the hour. Each hour they've clocked a point or a separate point. There are constraints to this, so I'll show that to you just now. And we've got a total of how many points they've clocked, and then a bit of a percentage of what they should have been clocking. So you can see Rosa here is the only one that has clocked properly. The others have not clocked properly, although Siombongo got pretty close. So yeah, not too bad at all. This is not a very accurate representation of what they're supposed to be doing. I think these guards only clock once every 2 hours, not once every hour. But regardless, that's how the report has been set up. So this report is more advanced in that you can see a bit more of what the guards are doing. It's more difficult for them to mess with you. And you're seeing everything in one little section. It's not a big, lots of lines of code or lots of lines of clockings that you have to look at. You can still use the overview clocking, which is also quite short and sweet. And you can also use the detail clocking. It gives you much more information. I would suggest the detail clocking, in fact, when you're doing any training or showing the guard what they're doing wrong or right, because that gives very detailed, it's very easy to understand. Whereas this one, you can look at it, see who did what, and colors, percentages, see what they've done. Let me show you some of the settings. So first of all, we can filter. So I've filtered by all the sites that belong to Awesome Guarding. And you can select just one user if you want to, or just one team, for example, just your guards, just your supervisors, that type of thing. We've got the time from and to, and we can also split it up into shifts, or just use the last shift if you wanted to do that. Down here we've got the advanced options. So as I said earlier on, we've split it up into hourly intervals or 60-minute intervals. But if they're supposed to clock every 2 hours, then you would choose this as 120 for 2 hours. And then we've got this maximum and minimum. This is the time that they need to clock in. So what we're saying is they need to clock a separate point every between 6 and 10 minutes. If they clock 2 points within 6 minutes, we don't count the second one. And if they clock it takes longer than 10 minutes to clock a point, that's going to count negatively towards their percentage. So yes, that's basically the guard evaluation report. Hope that helps.